Week 1 of the UNPL D-League is here, and for our opening game, the Detroit Slitherwings are going to be taking on the Melbourne Miles, coached by Nixority. Nix drafted a really cool team that I think has a couple of pretty clear threats to my team. The main one that jumps out to me is Regieleki. This thing is really fast, and it's going to be outspeeding anything on my team with any kind of speed boosting item, even Iron Valiant with booster energy and speed. Heatran also looks like a must-bring for him. I don't have a lot of things that are going to want to switch in on its Lava Plume, and it can run Flash Fire to wall fire attacks from a really big threat of mine, Chi-Yu. His first draft pick, Enamorus, also looks really scary for me. All it really has to run is Moonblast and Earth Power, and nothing on my team is going to want to take one of those attacks. I'm also thinking he's going to want to bring Donphan, because that's his main hazard removal. With me having the Hisuian Samurott, I think he's going to want to have reliable hazard removal readily available to him. I think one of the scariest things for my opponent is his Terra Captain Snorlax. Snorlax has access to Thick Fat, which will have damage from fire and ice moves, making it another wall for my Chi-Yu, along with its just natural high HP and special defense. This thing can terrestrialize into a normal, ghost, or grass type, and I'm most afraid of a curse set. I feel like if he just boosts up a bunch, he'll be able to wall and break through like all of my team. With all of this in mind, I built a team that I'm pretty confident can beat what I'm expecting from him, so let's go ahead and get into that. Alright, this is me in post, and I'm just going to say that I made a mistake when building this team. I intended for Iron Valiant to be booster speed, but I kind of had a brain fart while building and forgot that booster energy boosts your highest stat. So I just put enough speed EVs to creep his fastest things that aren't Regieleki. And for some reason I still thought booster energy would boost my speed. But because my attack ended up higher, it actually ended up boosting my attack. So yeah, that's a mistake from me, but I'm gonna be talking about it like it wasn't a mistake because I recorded this in the past. Alright, so first thing I'm bringing is Booster Speed Iron Valiant, because I think with the Regieleki gone, or if for some reason he just doesn't bring it, it looks really good into my opponent's team. Spirit Break and Close Combat are just two good stab attacks, and I've got Encore to stop something like a Cursed Snorlax. So if that comes in and starts setting up, I can go into my Iron Valiant, click Encore and force him to keep setting up, and then I can just click Swords Dance, get some free boosts, or I can get a big hit on whatever comes in if I expect to switch. And yeah, I think this thing can just sweep if the Regieleki is gone. I've got 252 just max attack. I've got enough speed to creep his 110 speed Pokemon, which are the Frostlass and Espeon, and then the rest I'm just putting into defense for something like Rillaboom, if that's like a banded Grassy Glide set. Next thing I have is a Choice Scarf Monkey Dory, and I think this thing is going to do really nice as a lead. I'm expecting like a lead Scarf Enamorus or like a lead Rillaboom from him, anticipating the Hisuian Samurott lead. So I think I can get a good read on whatever his item on his lead is there, force a switch, and just get some good momentum with U-turn, just kind of get the momentum going in my favor from the start. And yeah, I think that's just why Monkey Dory is a good lead with Scarf. Next thing I have is Hisuian Samurott, and I've just got 4 attacks here. Razor Shell is just a good water attack move with sharpness that gets boosted. Ceaseless Edge, you already know, that sets up the spikes when I use it. Sacred Sword is just a good thing to have for the Snorlax because it's super effective, and it'll hit through a bunch of defense boosts if it wants to curse a bunch, because Sacred Sword ignores stat boosts. And then Sucker Punch is just a good priority attack. I've got max speed, max attack with Jolly Nature. It's because my opponent has a couple of base 85s, so that's just going to guarantee Hisuian Samurott is faster than most of my opponent's team. Next thing I have is Goldango, which also has Assault Vest. I've got a lot of Assault Vest, especially defensive stuff, because I'm really scared of that Regieleki. But yeah, Goldango is just another Assault Vest thing. I've got 4 attacks: Make It Rain, Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, Dazzling Gleam. The Dazzling Gleam is just in case the Komodo comes, but I'm not really expecting it. Everything else, I think, just looks good into him. Make It Rain, Shadow Ball are just 2 good stab attacks. Focus Blast, again, hits the Snorlax. And then with Assault Vest, I know I'll be able to take a few attacks from the Regieleki. Serena here is, I think, kind of the glue that holds my team together. This thing is really specially defensive. I EV'd it specifically to live 2 hits from Scarfanamerus. I've got Synthesis to just heal off damage, Rapid Spin to get rid of any hazards in case he wants to bring like Stealth Rocks, and then Power Whip and Low Kick are just 2 good attacks that I think hit most of his team. But yeah, this thing is gonna be like my default switch into a lot of stuff, and I think I'm gonna really need to make sure I keep this alive. Finally, I've got Sandaconda, and this thing was a late addition, just again because I'm so scared of that Regieleki. I think with Glare and Stealth Rock, those are just 2 good support moves. Glare is going to be good just to paralyze pretty much most of his team, and then Stealth Rocks are just going to do nice. I've got High Horsepower and Rest. High Horsepower I think is really the only attack I need, because the only things he has that are going to switch into this don't want to take Glares. And then Rest just to heal off any damage and potentially get the sleep status gone with Shedskin. Alright, that's going to be my team. Let's see how it does in our battle. Alrighty, about to send the challenge to Nixority. Let's see how this goes. Really looking forward to this. Draft is a lot of fun, and I'm very excited to play. Alright, this is a very different team from what I was expecting. The Regieleki was something I was expecting. The Heatran, that was something I was thinking was going to come too, and the Snorlax. He did bring the Skuntank, which I think is crazy. Komodo comes too. Wow. This is interesting. So he doesn't have the Enamorus, so I think I don't need to worry about that. Jeez, wow, what do I do? I think I lead Sandaconda here. Yeah, I'm gonna lead with Sandaconda because he doesn't have the Enamorus, so his best lead into expected Hisuian Samurott would be Regieleki. Let's see. He's gonna lead Heatran. Alright, that is totally fine with me. Doesn't look like he has any kind of grass or ground move switching, so I think I just start with a high horsepower. I move first, and good damage. He goes for Power Herb Solar Beam. Nice. Alrighty. Wasn't expecting that. Let's go for the rest here. He's gonna Lava Plume, and looks like rest wasn't the right play. Lava Plume is gonna be a 2-hit KO. I think I need to save this. So, let's see. Alright. I am gonna go into Hisuian Samurott here. Let's see, there's another Lava Plume. Please don't burn. Good. Let's click Ceaseless Edge. And we miss. Aw, man. And then there's the burn. Alrighty. Well, this is not starting out great for us. But it's fine. You know, that's just how it goes sometimes. Man, did I really have to miss that Ceaseless Edge? That's very unfortunate. And he lives it too. Oh my god. He gets this Pedef drop. I don't think that mattered too much, but... jeez. I'm sad. Very, very sad. He's gonna go Regieleki. I think I'm gonna go Golden Go, because this thing can have Rapid Spin. He's gonna Reflect. Okay. There's a Volt Switch. Alright. Let's see. Skuntank comes in. Alright. I think... Let's see. I want to go Iron Valiant, because if he clicks Knockoff here, that doesn't do anything, and then I can Encore him into it. So let's do that. If he reads this, great play on him. Nope. So I'm gonna click Encore here. He might expect the Encore and switch out, but I wouldn't mind that too much. I'd prefer if he just stays in. Wait a minute. It's Booster Attack! Oh my god. But you know what? That actually doesn't matter too much. So there's an Encore. Nice. And I'm just gonna click Spirit Break here, because that looks pretty free. I think he's just gonna Alright, that's fine. We're gonna burn a couple of these turns. Reflect is gone, so that wasn't... Okay. Alright, this is gonna kill, and I don't think I need the boosts for anything, so I'm just gonna stay in. Alright, there is Skuntank down. It does get the aftermath, but that's totally fine. Regieleki comes in, and I think I go Golden Go again. Yep. He's gonna go for a T-Bolt. That looks like it's gonna be a 2-hit KO. And of course, he gets the paralysis. Alright. Well, I don't think I need this for anything else, so I just sack it here. I'm gonna go Serena. And I think I just click Power Whip. He might go for a Rapid Spin. Yeah. And I don't have any more hazards, which is unfortunate, but I take out Regieleki. And that is very nice. He's gonna go Komodo, and because... Alright. I think Monkey Dory is gonna outspeed it still if it goes for the big boosting move. So let's see. I'm gonna go... I don't want to stay in. I think I click Power Whip here. Yeah, he goes for the Clanger's Soul, which is scary. And he has Throat Spray. Alright. Power Whip does nothing. I'm gonna go Hisuian Samurott just to sack it. I'm gonna click Flamethrower. Alright. I've got the Scarf Monkey, and I just always click Psychic here. Alright. There's a big threat gone. Frostlass. Alrighty. I don't need this for anything else, so I think I just sack it here to... It's like Shadow Ball. It's totally fine. And there's another threat down. Alrighty. So I think Iron Valiant, unless this thing goes for like a gunk shot, Iron Valiant lives, whatever. So I think I want to go for that, because if it starts to set up, I just encore it and I win. But maybe I need to get all the turns right, so I think the safer play here is just to attack into it. Yeah, he's just gonna Body Slam. Good play there. I think Serena's the safer play in case it wants to Terra into a Ghost type. Normal. Alright. That is totally fine. Just gonna go for a Body Slam, don't Terra. Why? Alright. Well, he's gonna rest. That's fine. He's gonna low kick. He's gonna Chopple. Alright. Another one probably kills. I don't know. No, it does. He's gonna Sleep Talk rest. Alright. Alright, we win here. Nice. Nice little 3-0 win for us. And yeah, so a good start. 3-0 is not bad at all. I got kind of unlucky here. I think maybe I could have won with some more differential if some things went differently, but I'm not going to complain about it. Nice 3-0 win for the first week. Kicks us off nicely. And yeah, I'm going to hit him up, see if he wants to interview about this game or anything like that. So if he wants to do that, I will see you in a second.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hey, what's good, Nix?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. That was a crazy battle.
Oh yeah, no, that was very, very different from what I was expecting to happen. So,
yeah,
you want
to
walk me through your team real quick? Give me your thoughts.
Okay, so my whole strategy was to get rid of whatever your lead you had first, and that was either going to be Sandaconda or Samurai.
Right.
So we thought of doing the L special Heatran sets.
Yeah. The power of solar beam Heatran. I love it.
Yeah, 100%.
So were you EV'd to live a ground attack from Sandaconda, or were you?
Well, we knew we couldn't live Earthquake, obviously, but
Right.
because of Rillaboom being around, we thought you wouldn't bring Earthquake.
Alrighty.
So we couched for high Horsepower.
Right.
So yeah,
Was
it
that like
definitely
with no
lived,
attack?
and
Was that like with no attack investment?
with no attack investment because we thought we were
Right.
going to be like bulky as anything.
Right. And that was kind of what I had, like a little bit of attack to kill something. I forget what it was, but I had like a tiny bit of attack. But
Yeah, it did a little bit more than I was expecting, and I was a bit like, ugh. But,
Right, yeah.
We should move
No, I no, definitely. I thought the heat, like, first up, I did have a little bit of speed to creep. I think it was the Heatran. So I was happy to be moving first. And then you obviously didn't die right there, so I was like, all right, so Fizz Def. And then I saw the Solar Beam come out, and I'm like, oh man, yeah, this guy, he brought the fire prep.
Oh, I cook.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
you
take full
could.
credit. I can't take full credit for that one, of course. But
Alrighty. But still, no, the power of Solar Beam, that's definitely a cool bring. Nice.
yeah, 100%.
Nice thing they heat up the league.
What
ahead.
stumped me was so I want to know what the thought process behind attack Valley.
Alright, so that wasn't actually supposed to be attack. It was supposed it was supposed to be speed. I was running attack, max speed, and yeah, obviously that was for booster energy and speed. And then I don't know what I was thinking, but like right before our game, I was like, oh, wait a minute, I actually don't need all the speed because all I need to creep is his 110 things. So I lowered the speed a little bit to right over 350, I think. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I was like, all right, yeah, so now I'm going to creep his 110 things and I can put the rest into defense. And yeah, that was just my monkey brain. And I totally forgot that booster energy boosts the highest thing just in that moment. So
Fair enough.
that was supposed to be booster speed.
You want to send over your pace as well?
Oh, yeah, of course. 1 second.
Yeah, too easy.
Let's see. Yeah, I was expecting that Regieleki 100% because I was.
Yeah, if you didn't bring Sandaconda, it was like over.
Right, like I was looking at the calcs and I saw that it outsped booster speed Val by like just a little.
Yeah, just like 4 points or whatever it is. That's crazy.
Right, something like that. So, I was like 100. I was like 90% sure that was coming.
Yeah, it was the only thing to outspeed Val, so I had to bring it. And as soon as I saw it was like attack, I was like, okay, maybe I don't need it as much.
Right. And
but then Scuff Monkey, and I was like, oh, that'll do it.
Alright, sending you the face now.
Easy. Alright, let's see this. Oh yeah, I see what you did with Valiant now, yeah. Okay.
Right. So that was supposed to be booster speed, but my monkey brain messed that up last second. And speaking of
100%.
You said you weren't expecting Scarf Monkey, and that's funny.
No.
Because I thought Scarf Monkey was like the most obvious bring into you. Really, yeah. Like I was thinking that just looked like the best lead into your team, assuming the Enamorous came. Because my main thing was I wasn't 100% expecting Rillaboom, but Enamorous I was definitely expecting just because that was your first draft pick and I thought Fairy looked good into my team. And yeah, I was thinking maybe the Rillaboom comes too. So I was expecting one of those things to lead, expecting the Sui and Samurott lead. So I was thinking Spunky would look really nice because I can frisk, see an item right away, and then immediately pivot out, expecting a switch from you. So that was like 100. That was just my first thoughts going into this, and like literally the first thing I thought of, and the people that I was testing with thought of. So I thought it was
people I was testing with. They all brought pretty much exactly what you brought, and Zapdos every single time.
Zapdos. So you weren't expecting
Zapdos instead of Monkey. So that whole which one was it? Skunk Tank set was meant for like fully defensive Zapdos.
Right. Yeah. And actually, Skuntank, I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting Skuntank. I know somebody, one of the other coaches, I forget if it was DJ Snore or Cool Nick, one of them was like vehemently adamant that Skuntank was like looking really good into me. And at first I was like, dude, you're crazy. What are you cooking? Like, Skuntank does not do anything. But
hey, he cooks. Super thing, that would have been...
One of them brought it to a mock, and I realized I didn't have any answers for it with the team I brought. Like, it clicked knock on, like, it threatened to knock on Monkey Dory. So if Monkey Dory was in against Skuntank, I'm pretty much forced to switch and lose an item on something. So yeah. I was scared of it at first, but I was like, you know what? Actually, what am I thinking? Valiant comes in, and that eats it. I mean, it wastes the booster speed, which I was worried about, but obviously I didn't.
It was booster attack, so it was like, okay.
So I was like, well, I guess my answer would be Iron Valiant, Encore it into the knock, and then just like blow that booster speed there, but then I didn't have booster speed. So I was really worried. But actually, during the game, looking at the stuff you brought, I wasn't as worried that I wasn't booster speed, because let's see, you didn't bring any, or you did bring the Frostlass, but that's like never running a Scarf. And everything else, I mean, the Komodo, once it gets the speed boost, is obviously scary with playing people. But like Regieleki is the only other thing that's like going to be faster than the Val, and that's faster even with booster speed. So
I had nothing else to outspeed it, so like,
right, yeah.
Other than a Scarfer, and like locking into your team is kind of difficult.
Honestly, booster attack I think was kind of a blunder in my favor, because I feel like against
it might have been.
I didn't really need the booster speed, except it would have been against the Komodo if I didn't have the Scarf Monkey. But, so let's see.
The whole game plan was to get rid of your booster speed for Komodo, because he's
right.
I think he's EV to outspeed non-booster max speed Val. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
So you're thinking
the
force in the Val early, take it out with Regieleki, and then Komodo cooks from there. No, honestly, that would have worked if I didn't have the Scarf Monkey. I feel
Monkey,
I think everything else I had wouldn't have beat that Komodo.
Yeah.
I was really scared of their
you were terrified on them.
Yeah, I was terrified on fire. Honestly, I wasn't. My Terra Captains, I wasn't really too enthusiastic about them. I mean, really, I really only assigned them because you assign your Terra Captains, and those were like the only 3 things I had that were under 12 points. But Terra Fire was just because the Enamorous, I feel like if that thing had like Mystical Fire, Moonblast, stuff like that, the Terra Fire is
100%.
Terra Fire is good into Heatran because it resists both its stabs, and then I won't be able to get Flame Body burned if I'm attacking Heatran. And yeah, I mean, the only other option I had was Steel, and I mean, Steel's weak to Earth Power. I mean, they're both weak to Earth Power, but I just felt like Terra Fire looked a little better into. And then the Sandaconda was Terra Dragon, just because it still has the electric resistance. It's not an immunity. And
it's also resistant to Grass, which if you Terra first turn would have been amazing, but...
Right, yeah. So that would have resisted the Solar Beam Power Heatran. Rillaboom if that came, if Samurott came, would have been resistant.
100%.
So I feel like, like I said, the Terras I wasn't too concerned with here. These 2 things I more just brought because I thought they looked good into this matchup in general.
Yeah. I was swapping so often between Terra Ghost and Terra Normal Snorlax.
Snorlax, yeah. Well, I'm guessing the Terra Ghost was, or not Terra Ghost, was kind of because Chi-Yu.
Chi-Yu just exists, man. Like,
right, yeah. Chi-Yu cooks, and I mean, I thought that I was kind of expecting Terra Ghost on Snorlax because I thought that your thought process would be I wouldn't bring Chi-Yu. Because
I was so close, but then I was like, oh, is he gonna? I don't think he is. Yeah, he might though.
Were you Flash Fire on the Heatran or Flame Body?
I was Flash Fire.
Flash Fire, okay. No, but Chi-Yu is just so good, and I mean, it's already. I mean, I didn't even bring it, but I mean, it forced the prep. I mean, it forced you to not bring Terra Ghost and put Flash Fire on Heatran. So I mean, I guess there's my you spending the 19 or whatever points it is for Chi-Yu, and I don't even bring it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Hey, it's scary, and you made me think twice.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, if you were Terra Ghost, that I could have gone differently. Were you Curse? Last attack?
No.
You weren't. Hold on.
My last attack was Heavy Slam.
Heavy Slam, right. So you weren't a setup Snorlax. That was what I was really scared of, like a Curselax. Like,
Yeah, we were playing with the idea, but Encore exists, so we just didn't really see
right,
the point, because like
that's a
the whole
good
point
idea.
of him was to Chopper Berry like close combat
Eat like a close combat and then revenge with
and
heavy.
then Heavy Slam. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's not a bad idea. I mean, yeah, that was my main Snorlax answer, was Encore Val, and actually, at the end, I was really close to clicking Val, expecting you to start cursing, but I was like, you know what? Like, if he's gonna start cursing, he's probably gonna keep cursing. So I think I just stay in and keep attacking, and if he starts cursing, I can go into Encore Val. But
No, Serena was definitely the 100% correct play. Did well.
no, I'm really happy with it. I mean, I wasn't 100% sure while drafting it, but honestly, I mean, I think the results kind of speak for themselves. I feel like it's kind of underrated. I mean, nobody really, when you look at it on surface, like surface level, it doesn't look too great, but I mean, it's got utility. Like, it's got rapid spin, knockoff, U-turn, synthesis,
Yeah.
really nice on it. Did I ever click synthesis this game? I'm not sure.
No, you did not.
I didn't. Okay. But no, I actually just brought this arena because I thought like it was kind of the glue that held my team together. At least against what I was prepping for. Like, I think
Yeah.
I EV'd it so I could live some attacks from Enamorus, just synthesis, heal stuff off. It left the Regieleki easily, and I just felt like I didn't have the Sandaconda originally, so the Serena was actually initially my only Regieleki answer.
Yeah, so thank God you got Sandaconda, because
Right,
if
thank
not,
God I had
it would
Sandaconda.
have been...
If not, I would have been pivoting around a lot with Serena, like having to make a lot of predictions, and
It would have been a bad day.
it would have been sad for me. Alrighty, well, is there anything else you wanted to mention? Any other set? things?
Honestly, I think I'm cool.
Think you're good?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Well, good luck going forward. I mean, I really like your team. I think
Hey, you too, honestly. Like, this stat spread, like, distribution, very Chinese.
Yeah.
I love it.
Right. No, but yeah, what a really cool draft. Enamorus, I had that in my last draft, and that thing forces a lot of prep too. I mean,
Can't wait to bring it, honestly.
I was prepping for that really hard, and you didn't bring it, and that's kind of what I did in my last draft league. Like, half the games I didn't even bring Enamorus, but everybody I talked to was like, "Oh, you've got Enamorus, I have to prep for that." I mean,
Yeah, well, that's what I was like for this week. I was like, okay, Enamorus, and then they're like, no.
right. Well, yeah, good luck going forward. Not sure who your
Yeah, you too, man.
opponent is, but yeah,
I have no idea either.
definitely looking forward to this league. I'm really happy with my team, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, 100%. Let's keep pushing, and maybe I'll see you in playoffs. Who knows?
Right, hope to see you there. Alrighty.
Easy.
Not night, morning for you?
It's still morning, yes.
Morning? Alright. Well, have a good morning then.
Yeah, you too, bro. Have a good one.
Alrighty, see ya.